So the first way we're going to counter here is we're going to, again, hold the weapon here in saber grip. It comes in, and he anticipates this, and he comes in. Now I'm going to parry this across. So this comes over here. Trap this down, and now I sink down here like we were doing before. You see now. You see what I mean? But now I just cut back down on the inside of his arm. Lift this straight on up, carry it over, and away we go. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So now you're adding in the trap there. Can we do that?
All right, sir.
Okay. First thing that I want to go back to the basic here. We want to stay away from. Go ahead. Windshield wiper mode. Okay. Now this is actually kind of like buzzing and omni, okay? But I'm not really getting any kind of power to it. So the way that we do this, when we're doing single volley, it's as a hit here, then down, then here, like that. So we're doing now. What I also suggest you doing is don't face with my feet like this. Okay? Now the reason for this is because, to me, the way I teach my students and such, you always want to have stick side forward. If I have knife size forward, I can try and reach to cut him, but he can hit my knife hand. You see what I mean? So what I'm doing is I'm giving up reach. And when we're dealing with weapons, I don't want to do that. I'm giving my most dangerous weapon here. Oh, here we go. And that's, like here. So by being here like this, I can hit his hand, he can hit mine, and we're out here. So this is held in the reserve to come in and to fill those voids, to cut, to wrap, and things like that. But I have stick side forward. If I train this way, and I'm just doing this, I have a tendency now to be flat-footed, and I still am in range to cut him, and he's still in range to cut me. And so I suggest you start here. And this also makes then the footwork to get to the outside much easier. Because as we're doing this, as soon as I come here, I punch this in, and I'm going to punyo him into the head. With this, I'm stepping here. Okay? And as I'm leaning in like this, I then hook this, I can come in and I can stab and I get back. You understand what I mean? Okay? So then, as we come in and we do this here, and he comes in like this, he's stabbing. Now, I haven't got this all the way to here. Remember, I'm in the process of trying to bring it. When he goes to stab, he might step in, right? He might sit there and just reach out like I did, like here, and get that here. But I want to move this across. As I do, I take a big step this way. Here, then come back. Now, if he extends his knife hand, see how I'm out of danger from his knife hand, but I got a headshot. You see what I'm saying? So we want to be careful when we do this. Go ahead, hit. Not to be here. Because here he blocked. Now look. You see, I've stayed in close enough that he could cut me. Now, if this is empty hand, that's a different story. In empty hand, we're down here like this. I can come in here. He goes to punch. I want to be here to here. Like this. This is where he blocked like here. Well, his next move then is to capture and bring this out. You see? So I don't need to be worried about being cut. I can be in here closer. So I don't need to take this, I don't need to think about the distance in as much as here. It's speed, quickness to crack him in the head. You see what I mean? So his an option is to come here and grab. And see now, right there, he has that. He has the punyo to come up. Like here. He's got all sorts of different options. And this is where you start playing that inside game for, like we were doing happy drills or things like this, that is this inside kind of stick sparring type game that inspired these counters that I've been showing you. But when you're dealing with knives, the double stick, other variations, you therefore then got to really think about that weapon that you're dealing with and adjust yourself accordingly, and don't treat it the same. Because you treat it the same, that's when you learn the bad habits of staying inside, and then you can get gutted by the knife. Does that make sense, everybody? So you want to think about that. You could be the same. See, this is the same methodology as that if I'm in here like this and I get this, and if he comes in low, I scoot this way. Now, I don't want to go here because this then stabs. Right. So I'm on the inside. So now what I want to do is I want to move to the outside this way and cut across the stomach, the face, whatever here. You see what I mean? I could come across here and then come out. Alright? I could be here like this, and as I come here, come across, stab, gut out. You see? But what I'm doing is, by me moving this way, I stay away from this knife. Then bring this up and keep him still out of here. I got a long range weapon here. I can hit him. He might hit my hand, but I got the superior hit. Boom. You see what I'm saying? And hopefully I've already cut him on the way. So just be aware of that as you're training, and think about that for all of them. Whether you're holding in this hand, whether you're holding it here, always, if you get to that end part, you're down here, have the person take his knife, check you. And if they can hit you with it, well, then you might try and adjust a little bit as you're working. Does this make sense? Can we do that? Very good. Thank you.